Hey guys, I'm in my home stable. Oh my gosh, I just got freaked out by my Arabian in the corner of my screen tossing his head. It's fine. Anyways, I decorated my home stable for Christmas. It's officially December as I'm filming this. Today I'm going to be reading your assumptions about me. I'm kind of excited to dig into some of these because I did a video like this like early on in my channel, but now that I have a bigger audience, I don't know why, I'm so fascinated to read what people think about me and to see if it's accurate. I don't know why. I'm training my Indiana, my H&M horse. I have a cup of tea. Somebody gave me this chocolate minty tea, which is not what I would pick, but I have it, so I made it, and I can see my Christmas tree. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll insert a clip of my Christmas tree. It's pretty. Does that make sense? All right, well, I don't want to start here. I really don't want to start here. So we're gonna start at ゚Pinky. Why did I pick that? My mic literally keeps disconnecting from my computer. I don't know, never had this issue before, but I'm intrigued. We'll see how long it lasts. All right, I'm terrified to move my mic now. All right, I'm just gonna start reading your responses, your assumptions, starting with channel members. So the first person said, I think you are a very genuine and kind person who cares a lot about people's feelings. I also feel like you're the type of person who would see an ant or something in your room and instead of killing it, you would take it outside. LOL. Also, you seem very organized and reserved. Okay, I just crashed into every possible surface. That's amazing. All right, this combination of things is very interesting. So you think I'm nice and organized, but also reserved. Yeah, I'm very reserved. I'm not like one to share so much information. I feel like I share the most information about myself on this channel because it's anonymous. I am pretty organized. It's how I survive because I have so many, what's that saying? I have my hand in 1,000 pots. What? I am definitely the kind of person that vacuums bugs though. I don't take them back outside. First of all, it would be a lot of work, and people that put their bugs that they find inside outside are very kind. I'm not that nice, honestly. I don't do that. I kill them. I hit them with my slipper, and if they're really big, I'll vacuum them because I'm scared of squishing things. Okay. Somebody said you are the type of person to sit back and let others lead. I'm not gonna lie, I read this one when they were first starting to come in, and I like actually read a couple to my mom because I was like, I don't know about this one. Like, is this true? And my mom like laughed. She was like, no. I like to be in charge. I don't like other people telling me what to do. At least I like being in charge of myself. I don't really like being in charge of others. I'm just gonna run to Moreland. Yeah, I don't like being in charge of others, but I don't like someone else being in charge of me. So sometimes in like the group project, I'm the one that does kind of sit back. If someone else is gonna take lead, I'm fine to sit back and let someone else do it. But if they're doing a bad job, I'm gonna take over. That's actually my personality. Somebody said you are so done with the dramatic, whiny side of SSO community. Of course, I'm a little bit old to be caught up in drama. Well, hey, you don't know. I mean, there are people who are way too old who are caught up in internet drama. I guess I'm not in that phase of I'm not in the drama era. Okay, I got a different cord. We'll hope she lasts longer than my glitchy other cord that I was using. But anyways, I'm not in the drama era of my life. The next person said, I think you are a quiet person. You like the color light green. You like neutral colors. You are a tidy person and you love plants. Okay, here's the thing. I can be tidy, but I was talking to someone about this. Everyone has like one room in their house or like one closet or one area in their life that is messy. And I mean, I have a few. One is my hallway closet. It's concerning. It stresses me out when I think about it. But the rest of my house is very clean and organized, and I put stuff away like every day. So I'm not out here like with a disorganized house. I do feel like I accumulate a lot of clutter. So yeah. I do like plants. I have a lot of fake plants though. I don't really like real plants in my house, but I like plants outside, and I do like neutral colors. I think my house is like basically like white, like a rustic pink, and grays, neutral colors with the accent of plants. I am a quiet person. I'm not super loud, but that doesn't mean that I am a pushover. I think a lot of times people think quiet people are like have no opinion or like are super chill, and I wouldn't say I'm that chill. I mean, I have a more chill demeanor, but I have a lot of things I'm not chill about, okay? We'll just say that. I like the color light green. It depends on the shade, because the shade I thought of when I read this is sickening, but I do like the accent color of plant. In general, I wouldn't say I love green, but then my bedspread is green. So what do I say about that? Somebody said you are a super organized minimalist. Oh, I wish. I wish I was a super organized minimalist. I am not a minimalist at all. My Star Stable horse list is very reflective of I just have too much crap. Like, I just have too much stuff. I'm not a minimalist. I wish. Somebody said, my assumption is you used to play some sort of sport in high school, like tennis or something. I think you only played the sport for like 2 years. Oh, I mean, I feel like I've said this in a video because yeah, I actually did play tennis and I played for like 7 years, but close enough. It's fine. If you weren't a YouTuber, I feel like you'd either own your own bakery or definitely a farm. I think farm. I have no desire to own a business. I don't like, okay, it's not that I don't like being in charge, but I don't like having so much reliant on me, if that makes sense. But then I end up having every part of my life having so many people rely on me, so that's amazing. Farm would be preferable. Somebody said you're a health nut in real life. Kind of. I have gotten a lot more chill, but I eat pretty healthy, honestly. I really care about like ingredients and I try not to eat processed food as that much, but I also have some chill and I will get a sleeve of Oreos and eat the whole thing in a weekend sometimes, so you just never know with me. Don't want to join another club because you're too busy and or you're scared of the majority of younger audiences on this game. It's okay, same. I am scared of the younger audience on this game. Not all of you. Like, obviously there are chill people in every age group, but I do feel like I'm too scared. I don't think that I would survive if I joined a club. And I'm like kind of older, but I'm not really into joining an older club right now. Like, I just don't think I'll join a club again. And I'm really busy. I don't have time to be in a club, honestly. I barely have time to like brush my teeth. So somebody said you've never drank a Red Bull / energy drink in your life. Actually, one time I was on this field trip, my friend, I think I was like in 3rd grade or something, and she brought, like, we were on the bus to the field trip, and keep in mind it's like 9:30 a.m. She pulls out a freaking Monster and I was like, what is that? She was like, do you want to try some? It sounds like I'm talking about drugs. No, it was a Monster. And then I took a sip and I was like, kind of good. And then I didn't have an energy drink after that. I don't drink energy drinks. It's not my thing. Somebody said I have a few. You probably love ranch sauce. No, I really don't. Maybe your favorite color is red or brown. Of the two, I would pick brown. You prefer sweet to spicy. I would say I honestly prefer savory, so maybe I would prefer spicy over sweet. You're a fair and honest person. I try to be, but sometimes I tell little white lies to get out of things because I'm a little bit antisocial. So to preserve people's feelings, I will say, oh, sorry, I cannot do this blank thing that I don't want to do. And that's a lie because I can, but I'm just trying not to hurt their feelings. So sometimes I'll lie to spare people's feelings, but I'm not like going out there like, I went to the moon over the weekend. Like, I'm not lying for no reason. If I lie, it's to spare people's feelings because I'm extremely antisocial. Apple better than Android. Well, I have an Apple, so I guess yeah. You like Halloween more than Christmas. No, I like Christmas way more than Halloween. I actually don't like Halloween at all. Okay, buddy boy, I just missed the checkpoint. Also, guys, I think I fixed the problem with my recording. I just recently went through like all of my drawers because I'm kind of, every freaking year, I kind of add a few things to my desk setup. So I'm adding like a new desk riser for my computer. A riser? What is the word for it? Whatever. Anyways, I've been going through like all my cords and stuff, and I recently just like went through my cords and I'm like keeping a lot of them in storage so I have more space, and I ended up accidentally mixing up 2 similar cords, and apparently one of them is low quality and it kept shutting off. So yeah, nobody cared, but I said it. I feel like you're a shy person in real life, but observant at the same time. Yeah, I would say that for a lot of introverted people is true. Like, I can be observant about people's feelings. I feel like I'm mostly observant about people, what they're thinking. I'm thinking about what people are thinking a lot. I'm very like, I think deeply about that and I care. I want people to be happy. So I'm like thinking about what people are thinking, if that makes sense, constantly. But I am a little bit shy. I used to be a lot more shy and now I'm like less so, but in certain situations, I feel like a lot of people, oh my gosh, I just realized that I am wearing this saddlebag because I ran out of space in my I ran out of space in my inventory, so I just equipped this saddlebag that doesn't match. You guys did not see that. It's fine. This is a real channel where real things happen. We will just take that right off. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying even. Oh, I think people in real life sometimes think that I'm stuck up or rude, but I'm actually quite shy, and I don't think people expect that. So yeah. Somebody said, I assume that you're the calmest person alive. Like when someone is being dumb or arguing with you, you just try to ignore or talk to that person using the most patient voice ever. Yeah, I appear calm on the surface. I will say that is like one of my talents is like I tend to be friends with people who are like really high energy and stressy. I don't know why. I think because I've just learned as a defense mechanism, because I used to be like very anxious in general, and as a defense mechanism, which has actually helped me, I just like was like, okay, fake it till you make it. And so I pretended I was calm, and now it actually genuinely helps me stay calm if I just remain calm. Imagine wild work, right? But anyways, I tend to have friends like have always said to me like, how do you stay so calm? And I'm like, I am very good at hiding when I'm stressed most of the time. Sometimes my voice will quiver and then it's like over, but most of the time I can really pretend to be calm, and it helps me stay calm. When people argue with me, I don't argue back unless it's like my immediate family or something. In that case, I argue a lot. But I would say patience is not one of my qualities. Like I'm kind of an impatient person. I'm working on it though. I'm a work in progress. Somebody said, when you go to Chipotle, you prefer getting a bowl over a taco or a burrito. Guac is obviously included. Absolutely. I always get the bowl. Here's what I get at Chipotle. Nobody asks. Well, I feel like you were just asking for it. Okay, I get a Frida's bowl with black beans, white rice, because who has time for brown rice, bro? No. I get just guac, I get the corn, and mild salsa, and that's all I get. It's delicious every time. It slaps. My assumption about you is that you are younger than you come off as. This one is so interesting to me. I am definitely older than I come off as. I feel like in some ways I'm quite mature, but I feel like I'm like pretty immature in a lot of ways. I am not young. I mean, I'm in my 20s, but I'm not that young. Like I think that I'm older than people think I am, but the reality is it doesn't matter. I feel like if people can connect over common interests and have similar like personalities and styles of way of life, that matters more than age when it comes to like who you watch on YouTube, you know what I mean? Like I tend to gravitate more towards creators who have similar personality to me. I don't really care like how old they are necessarily. I think I'm a little immature for my age, but you know, it's fine. But I think it's funny that you think I'm younger than I come off as. Are you saying that I come off as a granny? Then yes, I am younger. If you think I'm like a teenager, no, I'm not. I'm an adult. Okay, I was just trying to open up my general submissions because that was all of the channel member submissions. Thanks to my channel members. Somebody said, you seem like laid back and academia. Wait, is that how you say it? Academia kind of vibe, and likes flowers, reads, has wire framed glasses, wants a white tiny fluffy kitty, possibly likes matcha, clean, like everything to look perfect and aesthetically pleasing, and finds training almost relaxing. Also adores to meet fans. Mwah. What? A lot of these are true, but I don't have wireframe glasses. I have tortoise glasses, and I usually wear contacts, honestly. I know, shocking. I don't have a cat. I don't even have a pet at all. I do like matcha. I do like things to be aesthetic for sure, especially at my house. I feel like I was saying earlier, like my closet is really messy, and my car can get really messy as well, and my area at work is really messy. I was noticing that today. I was like, this is embarrassing. Somebody said, I think that you're that one chill, cool friend in the group that everyone wants to be around. Well, I don't honestly know that this is necessarily true, but thank you for saying it. That's kind. I'm somewhat of a loner. I usually have multiple friend groups going at a time because I don't know. I just like to roam friend groups. Like I like to be in multiple different friend groups, but I'm not that social. So I feel like usually I'm turning people down to hang out. This is so messed up. It's just like, I don't know. I don't think that everyone wants to be friends with me though. Otherwise, I think I would have like more friends. Okay, some people left me really kind, sweet messages that are super nice, but I'm like scared to read them because I feel like it just makes me come off as like I actually just want people to think that about me, and that's not the case. So, but thank you if you left me a really nice message about myself. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Somebody said you have gorgeous blonde hair and stunning blue eyes. Also, you drive a silver 2009 Camry. No, I don't drive that. I think my hair is brown brown and I do have blue eyes. I don't know if they're stunning, but they're blue. Somebody said you are married. Nah, not in this life, bro. It's not gonna happen. Nobody would marry me, honestly. Somebody said you are very organized. Yeah, I would say yeah. You are secretly a spy. Bum bum bum. No, I'm not. I'm not a spy. Please believe me. Wink. Somebody said you have all the Gen 1 fjords kidnapped in your basement. Yes, absolutely I do. Oh my gosh, I love when there's so many people that everyone turns bald for a second. That's so fun. That is a vibe. Come back, Steven. Somebody said you were popular in high school. No, I really wasn't. I honestly like was pretty naive and I was like not really, speaking of observant, I was not very observant in high school. I think I was just like so stressed out. I did not have time to be thinking about what other people thought about, and I didn't have time to care that much about being popular and having a lot of friends. All I needed was someone to sit next to at lunch, and that's all I really wanted. And I usually did have someone to sit by at lunch, but yeah, I was not popular. I would say in general, like I wouldn't say anybody like hated me, but I don't think people were like, oh, I have to be friends with this girl, like she's so popular. No, but with my friends, I feel like I was generally well liked somewhat. You have white hair in real life and you're really pretty. No, I don't have white hair yet. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm really pretty. Well, if I was, wouldn't I be married, bro? I don't know. You have cats. 100% a cat person or loves golden retrievers. Okay, this is funny. I don't really, okay, I like golden retrievers for other people, but I do not think that is my spirit dog. I don't think that's the dog I would have. And I don't really like cats. I'm kind of hate cats. I think that my personality is like a cat, like kind of like they're very to themselves and kind of like independent, not the most affectionate necessarily. Stereotypical cat, I guess. So I'm more like that. I'm kind of like doing my own thing. So I think that we're too similar. I think me and a cat would not even see each other. We wouldn't even spend time together, but I don't think we could bond. Somebody said your goal on YouTube is to get to 100,000. Honestly, my current goal is to get to 25,000 because that's a quarter of 100,000. 100,000 will be really cool. I don't know if I will get there though. I don't know if I want to either. I feel like that's a lot. That's a lot. Somebody said you seem like somebody who drinks mild with ice or eats chicken wings with straight honey. I don't know what mild is, but like mild salsa. I actually like medium spicy food, but I can't handle too much spice anymore. When I had COVID, I lost my sense of taste, and for a while there I was just eating like putting straight wasabi in my mouth, but I can't do that anymore. Somebody said you are kinder than you think you are. Oh, that's an interesting one. You are kinder than you think you are. I think sometimes I don't think I'm that nice because I think I'm generally, okay, realistically, I am generally a kind person. I genuinely want people to be happy and feel good, but I really sassy thoughts in my own head because I'm quite sassy, and sometimes it comes out the wrong way and then I feel bad about it. If I feel bad that I hurt someone's feelings. So maybe that means I'm still kind because I'm trying. Don't listen to the haters. They are trying to bring you down. Never listen to them. They are just negative energy we don't want to be around. Did someone say something about me?
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. This kind of makes me feel like somebody came across like a chat room and was like, they were talking like crap on Coco chat room or something, and now like they're trying to make me feel better, but I'm like, oh, I didn't even know about it anyways, but now I know. You are sacred. I'm just kidding. You are scared of traveling. Actually, this is interesting. I'm a little bit scared of traveling, honestly. That's so interesting that you said this. I've never thought about it this way, but yeah, I kind of am scared of traveling. I think like I'm scared of traveling. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar places. I'm really bad with directions, and like my sense of direction's really bad. And I have traveled quite a bit, but all the times I've traveled, I've been completely reliant on either like friends or my family member to navigate for me. And traveling by myself would be a nightmare. Like I would be a wreck. I'd be stressed. Oh, there's no, what am I doing? Somebody said, I feel like you were into those really shady princess horse games as a child, like the ones that would give your computer a virus. LOL. What? I literally don't know what you're talking about. I never played anything shady, I'm concerned, but I did play this game. It was like on before like the Nintendo DS. What was it called? A Game Boy? I had a Game Boy game. It was like a horse game, and it was like 2D, obviously. It was the crappiest horse game ever, but I remember being so freaking addicted to that game. I think it was just called Horses. Like it was literally probably like a $11 game at the time. Oh my gosh, help. Somebody said, my assumption about you is that you would really enjoy embroidery. You secretly sleep with socks on even though you say you don't. I do. No, I don't sleep with socks on. I can't. How do you fall asleep with them on? If I do, I'll wake up with them off. You are a very kind and humble person. You would like Moomin Valley. You secretly lead a cult. What the
Frick nuggets?
I do not own a cult. No. Help. I'm scared. I am really fascinated by this one. A few people said this. A few people said you use the Oxford comma, which I find so freaking funny because I do. I always use Oxford commas. If you don't know what an Oxford comma is, it's like, you know, when you're giving, at least in English, when you're giving a list of 3 things, like I want at the store, I want eggs, comma, bacon, comma, and bread. So the comma before the and is not required. It's called the Oxford comma, but I always use it. Yeah, I use Oxford commas. There's also a song by Vampire Weekend, one of my favorite artists, called Oxford comma, and I mean, it's explicit, sorry, but it makes me think of that song every single time. Somebody said you love your fall aesthetics. Yes, I am a different person in the fall and winter. All of a sudden I'm fashionable and people are like, wow, like you have clothes. And I'm like, yeah, summer me and fall me are different people. I like fall fashion and winter fashion. I love wearing 7 shirts. It's so fun. Somebody said you are not friends with Cece anymore. I had literally like 14,000 people comment this, which is so interesting. It's not that we're not friends. I'm really bad at keeping in touch with my friends in general, and online friends I'm even worse. So I think we're both kind of bad at keeping in touch, but nothing happened. Some people I think are assuming that we got in a fight. No, we did not. We are still friends, but I just have been really bad at keeping in touch. Honestly, I'm only even responding to this because so many people commented. I was like, guys, you relax. Yeah, a lot of people said you are married. No. Somebody said you trip and fall a lot when you know there's a staircase in front of you, but you trip on it anyways. Yeah, I can be clumsy, but not that bad. I feel like, since honestly this is kind of funny, but since I've done yoga, a few things have improved. My posture is better, and also I am more like, I have better balance. I do tend to drop things a lot though. Like when I'm holding stuff, like all of a sudden I'll drop it, which I'm like, maybe I have a strange disease. I don't know. My assumption is always I have a strange and rare disease. Oh no. Somebody said, I think the reason you have so many outfits in SSO is because you don't have a huge wardrobe in real life. No hate, screw over consumption. Oh, I definitely overconsume, sorry. I have a lot of clothes, and buying online with outfits with Jorvik shillings gives you the same dopamine hit. I don't know why I have so many clothes. I buy a lot of clothes online. I'm not proud of it. Okay, somebody said you are above average height and white blonde. I'm not white blonde. My hair is like light brown with like blonde highlights and like a little bit of red to it, but I am above average height. I'm 5'9", 5'9.5". Somebody said you're very into Japanese things. Yes, I really am. My whole life was changed when I started watching Korean dramas, and now I also watch Japanese dramas. I'm just a hoe for a drama, you know? Somebody said you're 15. What? Can you imagine? No, I'm not 15. No, I'm not. You have white hair and are constantly blushing. Oh my gosh, like my profile picture. I have a lot of people who think I look like my Star Stable character, but I don't. I just like this character. I've always been the person, when I play a video game, I always make my character, like I always try to make them like the prettiest possible. I never try to make them look like me. Am I so vain like that? I don't know. Somebody said everything you own is very neat and clean, and you take a lot of time to make sure you have a cute hairstyle every day. Oh, I do not try with my hair. Honestly, I let it just air dry. I don't even style it unless I'm doing something pretty fancy. Yeah, like I don't have a cute hairstyle every day. I wish. And like things to be clean, but I only deep clean my house like maybe 2 or 3 times a year because I'm so busy. But the day after I clean is like the best, but I can never keep it clean. I feel like I'm constantly behind in cleaning. Maybe that's because I'm a clean freak. Oh, yikes. Someone said, I assume you're really organized, but really creative. I don't know if honestly, I would say yes. I am pretty organized, like more than usual, I would say, for someone who does YouTube, honestly. I feel like most of the people I know who are like creators or whatever in whatever space are not that organized. They tend to like not be organized, but I am pretty organized. I will say that about myself. A lot of you guys said that. It's true. I try. Sometimes I do things get ahead of me because I am like juggling a lot. So sometimes like something has to go, and sometimes it's my YouTube, sometimes it's other things. I don't say I'm like the most creative. Like I'm not doing anything groundbreaking. I just wanted to fool myself playing this game and have cozy videos. That's all. Somebody said you secretly have an SSO spam account that nobody has found yet. No. I don't, I promise. But I should. What if I just had like an account on Reddit and I was just like thrashing people on the SSO community. No, I don't have that. Somebody said, I think you are a crazy single granny who knits in her free time and wears sunglasses inside. But when Christmas comes, you transform into Santa's wife and bake cookies for the poor little working elves who muck reindeer poop. How did you know? How did you find out? Somebody said Coco Rosewater gives off those vibes of someone who won't start a race until her outfit and tack match perfectly. Like, winning is important, but aesthetic is everything. I would definitely say I care more about my outfit than winning the race, for sure. Honestly, there have been times where I've missed the race because I was busy making an outfit. What can I say? Oh no, I lost because I was reading someone's comment. Somebody said you like R&B. I actually don't. It's not that I don't like it, I don't listen to it though. Should I? Somebody said that I assume that there's one or maybe a few more games you play but don't upload videos for because the YouTube algorithm won't like it, or maybe you just like playing it with having to make content out of it. If my assumption is correct, if you want, can you name them? There are a lot of games I play and don't make videos for. I do occasionally make videos for other games besides that are stable or besides equestrian games on this channel. I'd say the main one that I tend to make videos for are Animal Crossing. Like, I play Animal Crossing a lot, especially recently. I have had, this is like my 4th island. I redid my island like 3 times. So I have like a very core island. Now I'm working on my farm island and I've been playing so much. Mostly all I do is I decorate and then I don't really just like playing the game. When I run out of stuff to do, I stop playing. But I do have a lot of videos on Animal Crossing. What else do I like? I love Fortnite. I play that a lot. I just recently, my cousin got me addicted to Arc Raiders. It is so fun. I feel like that's like the trending game right now that everyone's talking about though, so it's not like I'm so unique, but I like Arc Raiders as well. I think it's super fun. I like that it's like, it can be a little bit cozy. Like, you can just like hunt and gather if you want in solo mode, and people are generally pretty chill and don't kill you, but I like the option that it could be a shooter game if you want it to be. What else? You can look through my different playlists on my channel and I have a bunch of different games on there, but those are the main ones I tend to play on a regular basis. ゚Lesja Online is way up there. I really like ゚Lesja Online. However, I haven't been able to play it because it's been down. So yeah, sad. Somebody said, I assume you used to live in England or the UK. That is really fascinating. I do not even have a cool accent. So no, I didn't. I actually haven't even been to England before in my entire life. So I will take that as an honor. You enjoy reading, but don't do it as much as you wish you did. I can say right now, like, if someone said like, do you want to read a book right now? I'd be like, no, I don't. I feel like the place that I might have used for reading and sometimes in my life is taken by YouTube. Like, anytime I would have spent reading, I'm spending editing, creating, and I enjoy it more than reading. There are a few books that I would go back and read. Like, I'll read Jane Eyre. I'll read a lot of Jane Austen books, but I'm not like reading anything new. I think like the trend right now is like kind of like explicit books right now, and I am so not about that. I feel like that's all the books people recommend to me, and then I'll like try and read it and I'll be like, this is like not good, it's inappropriate. I'm not into that. You do you, but it's not for me. Somebody said you prefer salty snacks over sweet. Yes, and even better, I prefer a salty with a sweet snack. I would eat way more of the salty snack than the sweet one. You are actually an old granny in real life, but you use AI to cover up your old voice. Yeah, how'd you know? How did you know? I'm actually scared of AI. I'm so scared of AI. I feel like people are gonna use AI to like make my voice, I don't know, say stuff that I didn't say, deep fake me. I'm scared. Somebody said you're the funny friend of the friend group. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but being the funny friend is not all that fun because life's all good when you're making everyone laugh. And yes, I am typically, I would say, the funny friend of the friend group, and I'm not like tooting my own horn because honestly there are pros and cons. Being the funny friend, I feel like people don't take you seriously, and like when you're having actual problems, it's like, and you become serious, like people don't take you seriously sometimes, and sometimes you end up getting made fun of a little bit. Like, people forget that you have feelings. So being the funny friend can be hard, but also I enjoy making people laugh and I enjoy laughing myself. But I was thinking about this and I was like, yeah, like usually in the friend group, I was really thinking about it. I was like, I don't have any funny friends. Like, none of my friends make me laugh. I make other people laugh, but they do not make me laugh. They're not funny. And that was kind of sad. I was like, I really, like, I value people who make me laugh. There are like 5 people in my acquaintance accidents who make me laugh, and I like those people the best. So yeah, but yeah, I would say of all like the major friend groups I've had in my life, that was my role, to be honest. You secretly like all the horses you hate, are not a fan of in Star Stable, and would buy them all in secret and not tell anyone. No, I could see how you might think that because I change my mind so often. I honestly have difficulty forming opinions and maintaining them because my opinion changes all the time. Like I'll be like, I hate this horse, and like 7 videos later I'm buying it. Like I have a problem. Like get a grip, Coco. But no, I don't secretly go buy horses. I honestly think I show you guys like pretty much every horse I buy. So, and my opinion, I just say my opinion. I don't really care if people like it or not. I don't tend to be offended by people's hatred or liking of my opinion on a horse game. Like that is the least of my problems. Okay, this one is long, but it looks interesting. When I think of Coco Rosewater, my first assumption is that she has her life way more put together than the rest of us. Oh my gosh, help. Even if she probably filmed at least one video in pajamas. Did I? I'm wearing pajamas whenever I come home. Like I immediately put my pajamas on. So I filmed most of my videos in pajamas, but I just wear sweats. Anyways, he gives off the vibe of someone who says, I'll be productive today, and then actually does it, which is terrifying and impressive at the same time. I also assume that Coco has at least 3 unfinished drinks on her desk at any moment. 1 water, 1 coffee, and 1 random beverage she forgot she opened 2 days ago. This is simply the natural state of all content creators, and I refuse to believe she's an exception. Okay, I do feel a little targeted because I have a tea out on my, I'm currently working on it. I have a tea on my desk and I have my water bottle that I never finished today, and I'm trying to drink more water. Thing is, I'm not gonna just leave it. Ew. I always clean up my dishes. I don't leave dishes around my desk. That's nasty. Another assumption I have is that she's the type of person who tries to record a calm aesthetic video but ends up redoing the intro 10 times because her hair refuses to cooperate. Wow, interesting. Yet somehow she still looks effortlessly put together in the final cut, leaving the rest of us wondering what secret magic she uses. What? Bro, it feels like you had AI write this. Okay, and then I don't redo my intro. I have people think that. People are like, how many times do you redo your intro? I'm like, 0. I don't care enough to redo my intro. If my intro is weird in one video, it's because that's actually what happened. I don't redo my intro ever. Even if my voice sounds weird, I'll just say, oh, my voice sounds weird, and I'll include it. I'm such a freak like that. I don't care. I assume Coco is secretly a perfectionist who pretends she's chill while quietly fixing everything that isn't placed at a perfect 90-degree angle. In a room she enters probably becomes 20% more organized just from her existence alone. Okay, so part of this is true. I do pretend to be more chill than I am because it actually helps me feel more chill, but I am more chill than some others. I am somewhat of a perfectionist, but I am not that hard on myself. There are some people who are like, I can't even upload this video because it's not perfect. I have so many imperfect videos, I don't care. I mean, somebody noticed in my video description that I had missed a word in my sentence. It was like, welcome my channel. Like, and I fixed like 10 videos. I was like, I'm not gonna fix the rest. So I'm not really a perfectionist. I try to do my best, at least. This was an interesting take. Somebody says, I feel like you'd smell really nice, like a fresh cotton or vanilla. I hope this doesn't come across as weird. Honestly, what do I smell like? I honestly think I'd probably smell like my shampoo, which is like some Chinese medicine shampoo I got on Amazon. I probably do smell like vanilla though. That's like my preferred scent, but I don't wear perfume. Like I really don't. It hurts my nose. Ooh, should I do the new races? Been a while. I haven't done these. Somebody said you are a dog person and your favorite color is green, brown, and you're born in June. No, I was born in May and almost June. I'm a Gemini. My favorite color is like brown, tan, rustic reds. Like I like rustic colors. I would say you probably think my room is green and brown, so you probably think that my favorite color is green, but I don't really like green that much. I don't know. Explain that to me. Somebody said, I feel like you have a pink or white Stanley bottle. Help. I literally have both of those colors. Let me explain. Let me freaking explain. I never bought a Stanley for myself. The cup of choice, the mug, the bottle of choice that I have bought for myself is actually, I don't remember what it's called, but it's cute. It's like a fern green water bottle with a straw, and I don't remember the brand, but it's not a Stanley. My mom is like a hoe for Stanleys and keeps buying me them, so then I have a bunch, and I have pink and white, bro, but I didn't buy it for myself, so does it even count? Somebody said, my assumption about you is that you really hate bananas. I don't know why, but I couldn't imagine you eating anything with bananas in it. I like frozen banana smoothies, but honestly, I don't really like ripe bananas plain, but I have been known to eat one if I'm really hungry. Somebody said you love chai but hate most coffee. I don't drink coffee at all. I have never on purpose drank coffee unless Starbucks gave me like the wrong order, which has happened like twice in my life. It tastes bad. I don't like it. I don't drink coffee, but I do like chai. And I have said many times on this channel, my obsession with tea is strong. The obsession is going strong. Somebody said you have really good posture. That is so interesting. I was just talking to my mom about this because I'm very tall, and I used to be very self-conscious about it, and I would hunch a little bit. I would not stand up straight, but I have since gained better posture, and I think part of it is from yoga, part of it is just gaining confidence. And somebody said your favorite season is fall/autumn. Yes, it is. I also really like summer for the vibes of just like summer out on the field, riding horses, but in the reality, it's so hot that you can't even ride, so maybe my next favorite will be winter. I like the vibes. You hate frogs and such. Yes, and such. You road rage a lot. Oh, this is interesting. You're totally right. I road rage a lot. I talk to myself, like I'm becoming an old lady. I talk to myself and I will like kind of swear at people, and I don't swear, okay? I have squeaky clean language, but in my car, I'm a different woman. I get pissed off at people while I'm driving. Yeah. It's kind of funny. People have said it's funny when they're driving with me, and I'm like really embarrassed by it, but you know. Somebody said you went to college for business. No, definitely not. That is probably the least on my interest list. You have a lot of random collections. I don't really. I have like one memory box where I like keep all of the things from like places I visited and travels and like memories, but I don't have like a collection. I used to collect seashells, but I don't even know where it is. So am I really a collector? I guess I have a collection of coins from places I visited. I also have maybe like, I do have a jar of rocks, but it's just from one place. What else? One thing I did do is I bought a ring in most of the places I've traveled, so I guess I wear a lot of rings too. Rings? Maybe? Somebody said your other job is probably really big and you make a lot of money. Well, I do have a full-time job and I make enough money to live, which I'm very grateful for my job. So I tell myself that every morning as I'm driving to work, but it just doesn't work. I'm still not happy to go to work. Somebody said, my assumption is simple but true. You secretly love your blue Mustang maternally. Ugh, no, my blue Mustang? Help, I do not. But I love him because he's in my stable and I am a nice owner. I'm not gonna make him feel bad, but I prefer if he wasn't there. And somebody said, you seem like the kind of person that after you completely fail at social interactions, you play every part of the conversation back in your head. I definitely used to be like this, but I feel like I've gotten a lot better. I let things go pretty quickly. I try to just not think about it too much. Like if something embarrassing happens, I tend to laugh about it. I can get over it. For example, let me share an example. So I went to the car wash today on my lunch break because I didn't want to waste my time after work washing my car, but it was dirty. So I took it through the car wash, and the lady at the car wash, usually the car wash is like requires you to pay and then it opens the gate for you to go into the car wash, you know? Anyways, I got there and I'm not like a member at my car wash, so I don't get to go in the special member line. Anyways, the gate just opens before I paid and I was confused. There was no worker there, so I was like, and then I saw a worker kind of far ahead, so I went through the gate and then I stopped and I was like, hey, like it didn't make me pay, like, and she was like, that's fine. And I was like, wait, but I didn't pay. Like she was like, it's okay. Like she did not explain or like say anything else, and I was like, wait, but I didn't pay for my wash, like I'm not a member. Anyways, she lets me just go like 4 times, attempt to tell her I didn't pay. Then like she waits like 20 seconds and is like, I was just gonna have you pay right here. And I'm like, well, you could have led with that, bro. Anyways, it was a really awkward social interaction, and this is the first time I've thought about it since it happened, because I just don't care. But I thought that was kind of funny. I thought you guys would enjoy that. But for example, with that interaction after it happened, I feel like maybe 6 years ago I would have been like, oh my gosh, I can never go back to the car wash again, like I'm gonna die, she probably hates me. No, like I was kind of like, I left and I started laughing in the drive-thru. I was like, that was so weird, like why did she not say anything? People said you listen to a music genre people maybe wouldn't expect. For me, I wear a lot of black and have face piercings and then pass people my headphones, and it's the Swan Lake soundtrack. Oh my gosh, I definitely listen to soundtrack music, and I also listen to rock. Yeah, I think I do listen. A few people have said that my music taste, like I did a podcast video about my favorite music, and people said they were very surprised by it. But I think if you saw my aesthetic in real life, it would make more sense, but I don't know. You freak out when people try to say hi to you in game. No, I don't freak out. I don't. I usually say hi back if I see them. Sometimes I don't see people and then they're like like, I was trying to say hi to you. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was probably doing like tabbed out of the game or like looking at a TV show while I was playing at the same time. Somebody said you were the most American of Americans. Yeehaw, I am American, and what do you got to say about it? Somebody said, my assumption is that you have blonde hair, blue eyes, and are like really short. That is so interesting. I'm actually really tall. I'm really tall. People know about your channel in real life. Only like 4 people know about my channel in real life. Hopefully that's it. I don't think so. I feel like you live in a darker house. Like my friend, I go to her house and it's always dark as heck. Only use natural light because your voice is so soft. I feel like your house would be really relaxing, and darkness just makes people tired, lol. And it really surprised me when you listen to rock music. Oh, see, they're surprised I listen to rock music. My house is dark. I prefer natural light. My lights are off right now and I just have my Christmas tree lights on. So it's funny that you said that, but I'm usually not home during the day. If I am, I open the windows, and I do tend to use mostly natural light because it's cheaper. Oh, this person said, I feel like you would judge a lot of people in your mind, but never say it out loud. You got me. I do. Here's the thing. I'm nice, but I do have a lot of sassy thoughts in my head that don't make it out. Oh my gosh, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Turn yourself off. Stop. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Shut the frick up. See, I talk to Siri the way that I talk inside my head. You're a Libra. No, is that like the lion one that's like large and in charge? No, I'm a Gemini, so I'm two-faced. I don't think I'm two-faced, but I do have 2 sides of my personality. Don't we all? You give me the vibes of someone who would watch Jeremy Clarkson. Well, you know I watch Jeremy Clarkson. The amount of times I've made Top Gear references on this channel is unmatched, and I follow him on Instagram. Oh my gosh, help. I'm just crashing all over the place. I think I've read all of the possible submissions I could read. Oh my gosh. I went through as many as I could. I think that I got a lot of submissions done today, so hopefully I got to the most important ones, or I read a similar one to yours. But hopefully you guys enjoyed training my horse with me. I can't remember how to say this horse's name. What is it? Hikaru. You enjoyed training my horse with me. Thank you for submitting your submissions. It was very entertaining. Peace and blessings. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I'm on thin ice, you'd never guess. I've been hiding a monster, keeping it quiet. I do my best.